Acknowledge me.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
All right, man. What's up, everybody? We got a cool little video today. It's more like a vent session. Right now, I probably don't sound too animated, but all day, I've been very. I've been on edge, man. I've been on edge all very frustrated all day with the way yesterday's game went, and I really just wanted to get on here just to kind of speak my piece, man, because I notice Twitter isn't the best place to do it, and I feel like if I could elaborate a little bit better, it comes off a little bit better. So, one, I want to talk about yesterday's game. I also want us to kind of figure out what who should be like our number one trade target. We were doing trades. That was one thing, but like identifying who is like the best trade target for us, that's another thing. We could talk about Biombo, with the idea of getting him. I'm gonna also show y'all some stuff that I got here from this giveaway that I won, and then we'll touch on the season that we have had so far, because I feel like we've reached a certain part in this season that now it's tough to look back at it and be like, all right, where are we going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we're at an impasse in the season. So as y'all know, man, let's go ahead and let's go upstairs. Let's go up this elevator and let's get this show started. I already know why I'm showing that. Today's not a pregame show. My fault. Anyway, man. So, where do I want to start, bro? Where do I want to start? All right. Again, feel free to comment. This is y'all's vent session too. So whatever y'all say, man, this is really for you to get whatever you want to say about last night's game off your chest, because I was extremely I wanted to punch a wall. And maybe I got anger issues. You know what I'm saying? We're going to treat this as a therapy session as well. It was frustrating, man. Beyond frustrating. I was just watching this game and I'm like, we're over here getting punked, bro. Like, I hate seeing my Dallas Mavericks get punked. I really do. That is one of the, nobody likes to see it. You know, sometimes every team goes through this and they get blown out by a team. They get destroyed by a team. Last night, we had absolutely no excuse to lose. Like, I would have much rather have lost to the Knicks last night and then play without Luka tomorrow against the Grizzlies. You know, I would have felt a lot better. But boy, did I feel bitter. I feel very bitter about yesterday's game. And so there's a lot of discourse as far as what happened with Rashawn Holmes, which that's another topic we're going to get to. And a lot of analogies that I would say I compared the whole Grant Williams how would I say report that Kevin Gray gave. I don't know if y'all saw it. Matter of fact, let me bring it up. Let me show you exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Instead of talking about it, be about it, TGK. Yeah, man, let me show you what I saw yesterday. Yo, this is crazy. I'm glad I did not show that, because Twitter be BSing with what they trying to show you. All right, hold on. Oh, this is another good piece right here. Okay. I'm glad we're over here. I'm about to show y'all what I am going to show y'all. First, I want to make sure everything is all right and clean on this Twitter. And did Kevin Gray take it down? I know he ain't take it down. Hold on. Here we go. Found it. All right, so check this out, man. Look at this. Oh damn, my green screen over here like tripping. My fault. All right, so this is on the subject of Grant Williams, right? This is Kevin Gray, right here. He says on the subject of Grant Williams, one Mav source I talked to recently about him said the concern is that Williams has never been asked to play this many minutes and be in shape to do so. That has caused some regression from his early start. Boy, when I read that, the amount of like anger I had. Not anger. Hold on. All right. Let me. I'm a fan first, right? So you're gonna have overreaction fan perspectives from me. I'm not gonna be that guy that's like. Let me put the camera on me. I'm not gonna be that guy that's gonna be like, guys, relax, chill, like, this is a long season. None of that. Like, I'm not gonna be one to try to act too cool about this team. I'm not gonna try to act like, I am in a calm, cool state. Like, no, I live and die with the Mavericks, man. Let's be honest. And when people try to be like the smartest people in the room, like, oh, it's a long season, y'all are overreacting to this, just kind of dismissing how you feel about the team. I don't do that. And I feel like yesterday was just like so many waves of emotions that happened. I was just like so upset about some things, man. And that poor performance that we had. Yeah, Luka Doncic out there on one ankle. You know, he had a rough game, man. And I'm pretty sure I'm being nice by saying rough game. And just the way he played, man, he shouldn't have played yesterday. Kyrie, he had a really good game. Kyrie was like the standout player yesterday. And then Grant Williams, man, 7 minutes, a minus 20 while you're on the basketball court. That was rough. That is rough to say the least, right? But then, I'll give you my personal take here in a second as to how I felt about this report from Kevin Gray, right? Let's go back one. Let me scroll up here and show you this pretty recent 33 minutes ago video that just popped up where he talks about losing weight, right? So it says Grant Williams talks about how he's lost 17 pounds since the start of the season in order to try to get better condition. In order to try and be better condition in order to play 30 minutes a night, the Mavs may need him by
hand surgery, and I wasn't in a position.
So are you able?
Let me change the mics that way it's not reverberating because this is crazy, man. I mean, and I ain't trying to kill Grant Williams, right? But I want to be fair when it comes to Grant Williams because when you think of it, if it was any other player, we're killing them to shreds, right? We're killing them to shreds. Let's be honest. I want to be fair. All right, so let's listen in here and see what he said about his weight.
So are you able to recognize when a criticism rings true about you? And if so, what criticism right now do you feel like is true?
Yeah, I remember just even the start of the season, I came off my hand surgery and I wasn't in the position that I should have been to start the year. And coaches and staff challenged me to get my weight down. And since then, like if you even look at the pictures of me when I first started the season versus now, like significantly different. I think I'm down 17 pounds even in the past 2 months. So super excited about that. And my conditioning levels are higher. I might not necessarily have had the, shooting metrics to show, but I know I've been doing everything else otherwise to make myself be the best potential shape going into the end of the year, but also going into the playoffs. That's what really matters for us, and being a guy that can play those 30 minutes that the coaching staff may need. And I'm fortunate because we've had a lot of great, teammates that have really picked me up along the way. We've had the Markieff Morrises, the Derek Jones, Adante Exum's playing his tail off right now. So it's actually the performance-wise, teammates have really lifted each other up, and that's what this team's all about. It's next man up mentality.
So are you able to recognize when?
Okay. So you hear that, right? And then you start like feeling bad that you be killing this guy. Let me change the mics here again. Hold on. Give me a sec. Mic check. All right, y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear? Hold on. Okay, yeah, that works. So then you start feeling bad about the guy, right? Like, damn, he had a hand surgery, so he comes into the season a little bit out of shape. But like my biggest thing is like I coined a nickname Goose Egg Williams because of the zeros, man. He's giving us a bunch of zero performances, and I'm just like, bear with what I'm about to say, okay? And I want to make sure I say this the way I want to say it because I've been told I'm wrong, right? And so when it comes to the whole idea of Christian Wood, right? We gave up Reggie Bullock. We gave up a first-round pick for him, and then we gave up a pick swap, which I feel is kind of like giving up another first-round pick. And out of all that, you're left with Grant Williams and this current version of him. He started the season amazing. You were like, damn, we're geniuses. We hit the lotto with Grant Williams. And then what the hell has happened over the last month or so, or even more than that, it's been disappointing, man. And the reason I bring Christian Wood up is because there's not one time I could ever recall that Christian Wood gave us a goose egg. Yes, you could say that he's bad on defense. He misses assignments. Well, you could kind of say that about Grant Williams, right? So now you have a player that can't play defense and can't even score for you. Where Christian Wood, when he started, he was doing 21-7 for you, right? And so I have a hard time understanding why there's a group of people out there that don't even recognize that. They're just like, well, Christian Wood's ass. And I'm like, do you not see what we see every night? Like, I start questioning my own, basketball knowledge. And I'm like, maybe I don't know my stuff, right? But I'm like, no, wait. Christian Wood gave us 21-7 when he started. And this other guy's been giving us goose eggs. And he makes more money and we give up all these assets and didn't bring Christian Wood back for the low. Like, all this stuff. And you just start looking at things like, man, the front office, bro. Like, how many times can the front office continuously miss out on talent evaluation? And a lot of it does come down to Jason Kidd. And so I just wanted to kind of touch on that because I feel like it is a little bit hypocritical for us to be very critical of quote unquote a Christian Wood last year, because a lot of people were very critical of him, but then they're not critical enough on a player that is not even producing, So it's just, I felt like I was in my own little realm where like no one was hearing me. So on top of that, the Dwight Powell angle and the whole Rashawn Holmes idea. And here's my dog trying to get on my desk. No, Sylvester, back up. But before we get there, what do y'all think about this right here? And the idea. Again, this is let me read some of the comments, because I know I'm all over the place. This has been a theme today. I've been all over the place. Richard Case in the building. What's up, Richard Case? I would play some sound effects, but
damn, son, where'd you find this?
Trying to keep it cool and calm and casual. You know what I'm saying? He says, "What's up, everybody? I've been a basket fan and Mavs long enough to know if you leave it to Cuban, he'll mess it up. And if we were talking about something, then I want it to happen. Player, I'm guessing a trade." Black Noir, what's up, Black Noir? He says, "Salute TGK. It's getting toxic out here, man. LOL. I might need to step away from this team for a couple of games. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna step away, obviously, because I enjoy doing the pregame shows, but I might have to uninstall Twitter for a little bit, just for a little bit. But I feel you 100% on that." Gina Kim's in the building. What's up?
Daddy, chill.
She said, "Hey, TGK, yesterday was tough, but we move. I don't expect them to change anything, especially kids. So I guess we just have to deal with it." Kim also said, "I heard Biombo got waived. He'd be nice to pick up. Then again, I'm worried about Kidd not playing him. It's funny how us fans know he'll end up playing Powell anyway. Just sad." And I'm glad you mentioned that, because that takes me to the very next point. I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all comments. Just bear with me, man. I'm gonna be here for an hour. So according to Adrian Wojnarowski, the Grizzlies are waiving center Bismack Biyombo. Sources tell ESPN he made a good impact with the franchise and could be brought back again. Memphis is expected to add another big on a newly available two-way contract. And the Grizzlies are adding Vince Williams, expected to sign a 3-year, $7.9 million guaranteed contract. So Biyombo, right? Biyombo. What do y'all think about Biyombo, man? Are y'all on the Biyombo hype train? Is this, the direction you want the Mavericks to go in? I don't know enough about the guy. I'll be honest with you. I don't know enough about him. I seen him, in passing when we Mavericks playing him, but I couldn't tell you with the full confidence that I know enough about him. So I have a little clip here ready to see what does do. But Just wanted to. I'm gonna bring that up here in a sec, but I'm gonna get back to that, Gina Kim. Black Noir says Grant is also being forced to play the five. Dad needs to fall on Kid. I'm glad you mentioned that too. I think the way Jason Kidd get into Twitter, like, man, you don't know ball because small ball five, it opens up more shots for people and this and that. And I'm just like, last night did not call for small ball five. I understand when small ball five is needed. Last night you needed more size because you were getting physically punked. So if you're getting physically punked, going smaller is gonna make those symptoms worse, right? You got to look at basketball like symptoms, right? Like, all right, what's our symptom? All right, we're getting physically beat up. Okay, who we got on the bench? We got Markieff Morris, we got Dwight Powell, Rashawn Holmes. We got these guys we could put on the court right now to muscle them back, you know, secure some rebounds, stop all of the offensive rebounds the opposing team was getting. And I didn't see that. I'm like, bro, we got a coach, man, and he wants to play a 5-out guard lineup, and it just baffles me. Sylvester, leave my oatmeal alone, buddy. Those are packs. They're not for you. Sit. Come here. My dog, you be trying to get him my oatmeal. But yeah, man, I just thought the small ball lineup yesterday was atrocious, and it was just bad timing the way when he utilized it. I don't know, man. Gina Kim says, I had a feeling Luka wouldn't play tomorrow, and this sucks. It just sucks. He should have rested the Memphis game and let Kai lead the team so he can be ready for the Knicks. Now we'll get a Brunson masterclass and an L. Sadly but true. Hey, Joseph in the building. What's up, Joseph? He says, TGK, Grant is averaging the same amount of minutes as he's always played. There's no excuses. Great point, right? And maybe being sat most of the game yesterday brought his average down, but you never know, man, with these things. Richard K says, when you have people like Slightly Powwow is saying to the casual that Dwight is better than Holmes and Wood sucks, they eat it up. Yeah, I'm bro. There's a video I'm about to show y'all here in a second. I got quite a bit of things, so just bear with me. There's some things I want to get off my chest for sure. Gina Kim says, I might be still learning about basketball and not be the smartest when it comes to the topic, but even I can see what Kid and Cuban are doing is not right, and this fan base falls for it every time. 100%. Joseph says, for 10 to 15 minutes as a backup, give him a shot. Talking about Biombo. I like it. Richard K says, I trust you and your knowledge way more than most. Thank you. And Gina Kim. All right, so yeah, let's do this. Let me show you a quick this quick little video of Biombo without the, hopefully I don't get struck or copyright striked for it, but I want to show y'all this stuff right here. So this is some Biombo highlights, right? I'm not gonna play the sound just to prevent that issue from it. There we go. So this, okay, that look like nice, right? Having a big man there to protect the rim. I mean, Biombo is a pretty big player. So here he goes. He's doing the give off like Dwight Powell does. Good position. All right, he got a little assist there. He looks like, you could definitely tell he has size out there. It's noticeable. See, they're kind of running the same actions that the Mavs run. And that was a good pass. That was a good pocket pass right there by Biombo. Biombo's going to come up. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to stay down low. Probably going to get a rebound here. Rebound. Nice little hook shot. All right. Here's some defense. They're picking up ISO. Oh, good block. I've never seen that from Dwight Powell. Ever. Oh, that was a bad pass by Jaren Jackson, I mean. All right. Biombo's on the post. No, he's not. Where's Biombo at? Oh, I guess he gave up the pass. It looked like he was a forward out there. Oh, Biombo. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, on the surface, man, I mean, obviously these are highlights, so they're not going to show low lights, but it kind of gives you an idea of what to expect from what he could bring. My fear is, are they actually going to play him? Are they actually going to play him at the end of the day? And that's my fear when it comes to Jason Kidd and this team, because you could go and get a backup center, but is it going to be to where they're going to play him, or is Dwight Powell always going to be ahead, man? Because it is a bit annoying, man, when you get centers that are actually better than Dwight Powell, and they don't want to play them over Dwight Powell. So here's another thing I wanted to go over. I'm about to show y'all. Let me change my mics right quick so y'all can hear it. All right, man. Here we go. Here we go. Where's my stuff at? There it goes. All right. Let's skip this ad. Let's go back here. So this is Chat Sports. I don't know if y'all know these guys. They have a pretty big Mavs channel. They talk about Mavs stuff on a daily, but there's a specific topic.
How are you?
A specific topic that they talked about today.
You got me grinning.
You know, and I stopped paying for
Jaden
YouTube Premium.
McDaniels just got a big extension from Minnesota. Like, come on, man. Like, that was a.
They were complaining about not having Desmond Bain over Josh Green, which makes sense. I'm not mad at it.
Joke, honestly. I'm scrolling Twitter
There we
after
go.
the Mavs get blown out by
Check this out.
Memphis. And what do I see? Oh, it's Rashawn Holmes' family going off on the Mavericks like Rashawn Holmes should play. Richard Holmes, I'm not sure of the relation to Rashawn, but here's a couple of tweets from him. What are we doing here? Do we think Rashawn Holmes is the answer to the Mavericks' problems?
I also saw Rashawn Holmes himself, Coop, like the tweet
He did.
saying, Jason, this is why Jason Kidd can't figure it out.
He
or something like
unliked
that.
it. But yes, I mean, this is just classic ridiculousness from the Holmes family. And then you have
Listen to this.
I'm going to butcher this name. Ladisha, I believe. Rashawn Holmes' family not happy with his playing time. What has Rashawn Holmes done to earn playing time?
And let me just say this, too. If the Mavericks traded for Rashawn Holmes after his string of really good seasons and this was happening, I could understand this. But think about this, Coop, and like you guys watching. The Sacramento Kings, who have sucked for 20 years, benched him and became a playoff team.
What are we doing?
Let me say it again. The Sacramento Kings, who are so bad that Luka Doncic refused to get drafted by, became a great team once they got him out of their rotation.
And this is what Rashawn Holmes is doing this year.
He's not good anymore.
He's not lighting the world on fire. No. He had a couple games where he had 8 rebounds and whatnot, but what are we doing here? Like I said, I think this is another Christian Wood situation where he's just being loud on Twitter. Get this guy out of here and send him to the freaking moon.
And again, as much of a pain in the ass Christian Wood is, and believe me,
he has
a
game.
Pain in the ass. He at least, when he would play, would go out there and score 15, 20.
Yeah.
Rashawn Holmes is not giving you that production.
What are we doing here?
All right. Y'all heard that, right? I hope y'all heard that. Someone say yes. We heard it loud and clear. Check this out, man. Check this out. We showed the statistics of what Rashawn Holmes is giving you, and I'm not trying to be tick for tat on stats or whatever the case may be, but it doesn't take a brain surgeon to go and look at the Dallas Mavericks stats for the season so far. If the idea is to bring up, Rashawn Holmes stats as a way to make a counter argument for why you're not playing him, then the same thing should be said for other players on this team, right? I just find it quite a bit crazy that we kind of minimize ourselves to these things. So if you look at Dwight Powell's statistics, and I'm about to show you, let's take a look at here. So I'm really interested to see where the vitriol or the anger is towards Dwight Powell, right? Where's the anger and the vitriol towards Grant Williams, right? So here's Dwight Powell's stats for this current season, okay? He's played in 35 games. He's averaging 15.5 minutes per these games, right? He's only averaging 3.7 rebounds and 4.8 points per game. 4.8 points per game. If you can't see it, trust me, I see it right in front of me. 3.7 rebounds, 4.8 points per game, 35 games, 15 minutes per game. So he's obviously averaging way more. Way more. Trying to see if I could switch out Derek Lively. No, I can't. Obviously, we know Derek Lively is doing a lot better statistically. He's averaging 8, 7, and whatever, but we look at Rashawn Holmes, right? He's going to end up averaging a lot less minutes, a lot less games, and you'll find his stat line to be a little bit funny because they don't want to mention it. That's what I don't like is that they glossed over this fact right here. Rashawn Holmes only played in 17 games, 10 minutes on average, I guess, 3.2 points per game, and 3.6 rebounds. So in those rebounds, Dwight Powell's only ahead of him by 0.1. And as far as points, Dwight Powell's ahead of him by 1 full point with 5 more minutes and obviously 8 more opportunities to play. So, yeah, on the surface, you could look at these stats and be like, yeah, he ain't doing enough, right? But say if he played an extra 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure those stats will look just like Dwight Powell's or look slightly better, right? And I think the idea of making it seem like this is Rashawn Holmes' fault, like he's another Christian Wood, I think that falls in line with what the Mavericks want you to think as an organization. If you don't know, the Chat Sports is one of them is a son of Chuck Cooperstein, the legend. So there's obviously might be some inside sources there, and I enjoy their content. I'm not here to throw dirt on their name, but you gotta be able to look at it and be like, well, there might be connections there, and this is maybe a thing to push along the Mavericks narrative, right? I'm not here to crap on players all the time. I'll crap on their performances, but if their family feels a certain way, I'm not going to bring up their family's tweets on for a video and then to kill the actual player right after to ship them to the moon. I think that's a bit crazy, right? And yeah, I know coming from me, it's kind of crazy to say. As much as I go crazy on Dwight Powell, but I always go crazy on Dwight Powell for his on-court performance, not because of anything else. I think he's a great guy. I don't know much about Rashawn Holmes, but I feel like, again, we find these one players that have no impact to the game because we don't play them enough, like Christian Wood. We didn't play him enough. Rashawn Holmes, we didn't play them enough. And instead of looking at Jason Kidd, instead of looking at the players that are not contributing, we're looking at a player that doesn't get enough playing time. And we're putting the blame on them, and we're directing the energy towards them when realistically the energy should be on this head coach. The energy should be on this front office. The energy should be where we're allowing Luka to play injured. Like, these things are more detrimental than the garbage time minutes that Rashawn Holmes is allowed to play. You know, like, I just find it crazy, you know, and I understand we want to trade him. I'm all for trading Rashawn Holmes. I'm not saying Rashawn Holmes is going to be the change that we need. I just felt like on the margins, he's better than Dwight Powell. I've seen him do more in his time from a physicality perspective, from securing rebounds, than I have Dwight Powell. And Dwight Powell's been on a heater lately. Dwight Powell's been playing pretty good for the last couple of games. But we know, and I trust trends sometimes. And when it comes to Dwight Powell, we know what Dwight Powell's going to give you when it comes to time to the playoffs. So I just really wanted to touch on that. And the way I correlated it with Christian Wood is because Christian was giving you 20 minutes, 7 rebounds, and we wanted to get rid of him, and then we replaced him with Grant Williams, who's giving you goose eggs. Dwight Powell is not doing that much better than Rashawn Holmes, but we want to get rid of Rashawn Holmes for what? Because his family is upset. I empathize with his family members. They want to see him play. They think he can help this team play and win, right? But yeah, we're upset with that. So I just find it a little bit hypocritical and a little bit crazy. But I do think that this team could be better. I think if we make some of the changes, we'll be a better team. But obviously, there's I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Why the Maverick organization and the close people around them are quick to how would I say discredit you? Like for fans like myself, yourself, for us, whenever we have an opinion about a certain player, instead of saying like, you know, I hear you and I might disagree with you, but this is my take. Instead of doing that, they're like, no, you're wrong. This player just sucks. Send him to the moon. Like, I can't deal with this. Like, they put all that anger into this newbie, this new guy who's first time into this team that we've lamented for over the last couple of years, where the Mavs organization wanted him a couple of years ago. And then for the main guy, Graham Harrison, to utilize that the Kings haven't been successful for 20 years and they didn't play him. Who cares that they haven't been successful for 20 years? What have we done in the last 10 years other than have lightning in the bottle Western Conference Finals appearance? What have we done? right? And so I just think it's kind of messed up to look at these things that way. Like, just because one team didn't play him doesn't mean that means anything to us. Because if the Sacramento Kings been trash for 20 years and they don't know how to evaluate talent, why would you trust them that they can't evaluate talent over there? When you got a head coach that can't evaluate talent either. When you got a now a partial owner that has had trouble retaining talent. Steve Nash, Tyson Chandler, Jalen Brunson, Christian Wood. The list goes on, man. And so I just hate for fans to fall into some of this stuff. I'm always fan first. I'm always us first, because whether I'm right or wrong, you can call me a dumbass all you want. I don't care. I got thick skin. I do YouTube, right? This is what comes with the job requirement of doing YouTube. Like, you gotta have thick skin. You gotta let people talk to you crazy. You put yourself on the internet. You just gotta let it happen, right? But I think for people to spin these narratives and to try to convince Mavs fans to believe into that certain narrative, I do think, and pardon my language here, but I do think it's bullshit. I really do think it is, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I think a lot of Mavs fans are very bright. I think they're very smart. Some of them know the game better than I do, and I think I know the game very well. But I just think discrediting fans for having an opinion, or even vice versa, for even sharing an opinion, like, I just think is ludicrous, and to go that far. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Chat Sports did, but there's some that do, and I just don't think we should be killing Holmes for not being able to have an opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't had an opportunity, and we're killing this man, treating him like he's Christian Wood. And Christian Wood had an opportunity, and when he did, he didn't give you goose eggs, but you got a player over here that does, and no one says nothing. No one says nothing about Grant Williams. And I like Grant Williams. I know he's likable. I know you don't want to say nothing bad about him, but damn, bro, goose eggs? 7 minutes minus 20? Dwight Powell, I understand he's Mr. Inevitable. He's Thanos at this point. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's I think I got everything off my chest as cleanly as possible. So let's get back to the comments. and then we got a game tomorrow. Oh, check this out, man. Salute to my guy C-Dub. I finally got my package here of this giveaway. Check that out. This is the Luka 60, 21, and 10 game against the New York Knicks. This is dope. It's really dope. That's one piece. Oh, almost dropped it. Here's another piece of it. I think it's really dope, man. Salute the Mavs, Daily Mavs Twitter podcast. Y'all go check them out. There's a card for the game right here. Give you some details on the back. It's a big ass card too. I think it's dope. But the coolest part is this patch right here. Look at this patch. Obviously, I got green screen, so it's going to block out the green. But it's 60, 21, and 10. Luka Doncic, Dallas Mavericks, December 27, 2022. It's a dope patch, man. It's actually, see what I'm saying? It's a patch. So I'm thinking, check this out. I'm thinking of putting it on my jacket, right? I just don't know where. Like, on the arm over here, on this arm, it's got this whole arm is green. The whole arm is green. That's funny. And so, on this jacket in particular, it has this Texas on the arm right here. On the other side, man, why my arms and sleeves are always inside? That's crazy. And on the other side, it has the Dallas Mavericks patch. So I was thinking of like putting this patch somewhere on front of the jacket or on the back. I don't know, but I'm gonna think of it. So salute to my guy C-Dub, man. That was a dope giveaway there. But I'm glad I got that because I was living in Kingsville at the time, and honestly, the Mavericks and this pregame show was like the only thing that I was able to do socially. And to see that game down there, that was like the best feeling I had while living down there in Kingsville. All right, then, let's get back into the comments right quick before we jump into some like trade targets. Let me see where we at. Here we go right here. Gina Kim says, I had to let Slightly and others on Twitter know Holmes is not as bad as they're making him. They'll forget about his good games, but won't say anything when it comes to Powell's bad games. That's the thing. That's really the thing that kind of gets under my skin is that my fault. That we're kind of quick to kill Holmes for a bad performance, but we're not quick to kill Dwight Powell. Like, we accept a bad Dwight Powell performance, but we won't accept a bad Rashawn Holmes performance. It's just kind of crazy. Frank's in the building and says, I believe we collectively can outcoach Kid. Who you telling, right? I think so too, man. I think so too. Gina Kim says that TGK could be the head coach and we could be the assistants. By all means, man. We'll turn the ship around. Frank says, Mavs get Siakam and sign Bismack. I'm moved. Still wouldn't trust Kid, though. Damn, good point. Good point. Good point. Damn, that's a good point. That is a good point, Frank. Like, if you're able to do that, Biyombo doesn't... I want to say, like, I'm, like, crazy about Bismack. Maybe the Grizzlies are trying to tank, and that's why they let him go, because he probably helped them too much. But as a backup big, I'm not mad at it. I think you have to find a way to deal Rashawn Holmes to Toronto for Pascal. Not straight up, obviously, but he has to be in that package to make that money work. Because the Mavs are going to want to keep Kleba. So it's got to be like THJ, Holmes, and Josh Green. That's literally the package. And then 2 seconds, if possible. If Siakam is willing to resign, send that first. I don't care. Send the first. Give me Siakam. But if you get Bismack on a buyout, on the waiver wire, that'd be dope. That'd be ideal, actually. Good point, man. Damn. Then you wouldn't have to like spend extra assets to go get a Drummond or anything like that. I just need a backup center that could play 10 to 12 minutes on the court and be decent. Be decent. That's all we asking for. Jenna Kim says, I hope we get a solid backup center and Kid not play him so we can lose those games. Hopefully that can put Kid in the hot seat and we'll fire him. I really don't know what it'll take. I do think this is his last year on his deal. He has to show something to earn a extension, I think that's doable. I think that's sensible. That if you want to stay here, you gotta get some wins, man. You gotta get some wins. You gotta do something, show that you're worth it. Noah, what's up, Noah? He says Jason Kidd didn't sit Luka yesterday, and now he's out tomorrow. Just got the notification. Like I said, I'll take Mike McCarthy over Jason Kidd as a coach for them. Mike McCarthy would have the Mavs fired up. Yeah, there was like one or two instances where the Cowboys laid an egg on the road. Just one, really, against the Bills. The Mavs would have not laid an egg last night against the Grizzlies if Mike McCarthy was a coach. I'll tell you that much. But who's excited for the Cowboys this weekend, right? Total shift in perspective, because going into the season, I was so excited about the Mavs, and I still am. I'm just upset today. I'm very upset today. But the Cowboys, man, what a way to end the season, and now they got the second seed in the National Football Conference. That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. So I'm looking forward to get back against the Packers. We have to beat them, and we gotta do it for Romo and Des Bryant for 2014, and then just keep keep chopping away at those ghosts of the hidden pass in the playoffs, man. Richard K says Clips made big signing. Oh, they're re-signing Kawhi. Yeah, they re-signed Kawhi today. Gina Kim says, I don't think he's the answer, but he's an option that a kid can use. They'll complain about him. And what about when Grant played the 5? They'd rather have that than Holmes. Yeah, I don't know, man. And that's why, like, I felt so bad going back and forth for guys or gals on Twitter today, because I don't think they really understood what I was trying to get at. Because they're quick to say, oh, Rashawn Holmes is just trash. I'm like, no, it's deeper than that, bro. I'm not saying, either of them are not trash. What I'm saying is that one guy is trash and has had opportunities for 10 straight years, right? And Dwight Powell. One guy is brand new here and has not been given an opportunity long enough, sustainable enough for us to be able to judge and see what the asset has. We haven't been able to see nothing. And so I just don't. They say next man up mentality, but really it's whoever Jason Kidd thinks should play next mentality. That's really what it is. Frank says, bro, in the G League at halftime, Omax has 18 points, and people saying he's getting double, getting double. Play him. They probably want to trade him. You know. What's up, Sawyer? He says, what would your rotations be with the minute splits too? I don't know, man. I haven't got that deep into that. I did that last year when I tried to break down the rotations. It's a lot of work when you think of it. I actually don't mind Luka's rotations early in the season. I think he was only playing like 8 to 9 minutes in the first quarter, and then he sit that last bit of the quarter will come in with like 2 minutes to go, and then start the second. I think the Luka rotations are a lot more important. Instead of playing him the whole first quarter and training him and playing him 40 minutes, Exum being out affects that, right? But I really haven't delved too deep into like thinking of the rotations. I just don't have an idea because we got 15 pages worth of 5-man combination lineups. Jason Kidd is trying everything, but then not trying the right things at all. You know, like I get he got 15 lineups worth, some because it's been forced because of injuries, but he hasn't been putting the right lineups out there. Can you say he has? I don't think so. Especially last night. Going small ball last night made no sense. Gina Kim says, man, Kidd not sitting Luka yesterday did piss me off. He went to the locker room twice and was still brought back into the game whether Luka wanted to play or not. Kidd needed to sit him. Sometimes you have to protect your players from themselves, man. You really do. Black Norris said, listen to Slightly talk about Powell. And Holmes really gets under my skin. I mean, look, we're all entitled to our opinion. And I know Slightly said like Holmes was like the 5th string center, which that one kind of threw me for a loop too. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. But you know, I don't mind the way he talks about it as opposed to how Chat Sports did it today. I just like that was crazy. That was crazy today. Gina Kim says Wood had bad defense, but he could score something Powell couldn't do for years. But they paid him for every single thing. Now Holmes getting the same treatment. Holmes scores and defends better. And that's what I don't get. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Like, I understand effort is one thing, and I understand being in a certain spot is one thing, but I for the life of me, do not understand. I don't. I don't have answers for that. And hopefully there's a 30 for 30 that comes out and explains all that stuff. But I honestly, here's what I honestly think. You know, like, if you, I'm pretty sure most of you have experienced the workforce. You know, like there's that one person that just like the manager or the supervisor favors, and they let them not do as much work as you do. They let them not do, they let them have every single PTO opportunity off. They let them take long lunches, this and that. I feel like that's Dwight Powell. He just has so much goodwill that he could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? He could do no wrong, and they'll never change it. Joseph says, Mavs brass allow it is BS. Agreed. I agree. Tron Plays, what's up? He says, what's up? I'm here ready for the vent. Hey, whatever you got to say, man, let loose. Let loose. I got to get my piece out. But I don't want to be too upset. But I was able to get my piece out and just kind of get it off my chest because it was burning a hole in me, man. Pause. Hey, yo, pause. Whoa, pause. Where's my... Gina Kim says, yeah, they name call because we don't agree, and D-Ride, Cuban, and Kid, they want to cover for each other, and it's annoying. I saw you and SJ going at it. Mass Film Room 2, main ones who be copping. All right, so the whole thing with SJ, right? SJ said, I don't want to put words in her mouth, right? Like I did earlier. And salute to SJ. I think she does the 77 going on 21 podcast. Salute to them. I actually enjoy their show. I check out their show. I'm not a hater like that. You know what I'm saying? So I check out their stuff. And in the past, I've noticed whenever I would respond to something she says, she get real quick to like shut me down. I don't know what it is. I think she does get peeved off by people sometimes, and maybe I'm at fault for antagonizing her, right? But she said this earlier today. She said they traded. Y'all see it? Yeah, y'all see it. She said they traded for dude because they wanted a first round pick, nothing more, nothing less. Don't make it a Mavs thing when his previous team was playing Alex Len over him as well. If he can't be unequivocally better than bums, then just maybe he's a bum too. Now, I heard that, and that sounded just like what everyone else has been saying in the Mav circles, right? Like that's what Chat Sports has been saying. That's what the Mav State media is saying. Like it suddenly switched. Like I have not heard that perspective. Like, oh, they traded for a first. He didn't get playing time in Sacramento. Blah 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 blah. Like y'all tripping. Y'all should stop worrying about Holmes, right? I don't think that's what it is, right? I think it's because last night you needed someone with physicality, and you chose to go even smaller instead of having. Hell, I would have liked to see Dwight Powell and Rashawn Holmes out there together. Call me crazy. We needed someone to secure a rebound, and instead of that, we put smaller people out there. Like it just blew my mind, right? Right now I'm venting, but she said basically the things that the Mav State media would say, right? These are things that make the Mavs look good. And I understand it. And I saw that and I was like, besides the Alex Len part, it is what it is, right? But the other stuff, like this stuff, like the whole they traded him for a first round pick, right? They traded him for a first round pick, nothing more, nothing less. Don't make it a mass thing when his previous team, blah, blah, blah. If he can't unequivocally play better than bums, then maybe he's just a bum too. I totally agreed. I actually agree with it. She kind of was able to put it all into perspective for me with some of that. And then, I quote tweeted it in agreement with it. And I was like, let's keep running Goose Egg Williams out there, ladies and gents, because that's what we kept doing instead of throwing Rashawn Holmes out there. I didn't say it as a dig to her at all. At all, right? And she went off on me, calling me crazy or whatever the case may be. Damn, 6,000 people view that. Yeah, then she put, let's keep putting words in people's mouths, ladies and gents. And then I replied, I was like, damn, you get mad for no reason? I didn't even mean it towards you. She goes, you notice how I had a conversation with Josh and made this kind of reply towards you. Don't be on some passive aggressive BS and hide behind your hands when I respond. I was like, I responded to her. It's not like I don't hide, right? I said, I literally responded to you. Who the fuck is hiding? Well, salute to her, man. At the end of the day, I hope people understand that if I say things to you, it's not that I hate you. I could disagree with you and still drink a beer with you, right? People would still say something crazy to me, and I'm not gonna hate you. Like, you can say whatever, bro. I understand where my position is. My position is I'm a fan first, and I like to create content, so I mix the two together. And I've made some really cool friendships, connections here. Salute to Joe, salute to King, salute to We Talk Man, salute to Gina Kim, salute to Richard, salute to everybody, man. I made really cool connections. And there's some that I'm not going to connect with, right? I would like to be cool with all the other content creators and be able to be honest with them, be able to tell them things that's not, kissing their ass. But, I can't live in that perfect world, right? So I'm not going to not be myself at the end of the day, even if it costs me connections, because I don't care. I'd rather be me, and you understand that I don't mean it in a derogatory way or mean it with harm. I'm just going to be me, and if I disagree with you, I disagree with you. But that's a different conversation for a different day, right? What's up, Joe? He's in the building. He says, TGK, our defense last night was horrible. Last night, I don't understand why, if they are switching, why the switching defender isn't up on the ball handler. Playing loose on the screen resulted in so many wide open threes or drives to the basket by the ball handler. The Mavs P&R defense was just absolutely atrocious last night. It really was. How many wide open threes did we give up, right? I know you saw this. THJ, Tim Hardaway Jr., got lost in that defensive rotation. And every time I saw someone putting up a shot, I see a Maverick coming last minute to put up a hand. I was just like, bro, why don't we just play zone? Why don't we play zone with two bigs? Like, something, bro. Like, it was very much atrocious. And I don't know what it was, why the players didn't want to play. You couldn't tell me why they didn't want to. It just blew my mind, bro. Richard K says, the thing is, if you can't get a center in the deal, you can get a backup on the buyout. A forward, you cannot. Agreed. There's no way you can get a forward on the buyout market. Keith, what's up, Keith? Said Holmes reminds me of Wood situation, something that we must not know about yet. Let Luka rest up and be ready for the last half season. When we get Lively back, we'll be fine. Grab Bismack. We got to grab Bismack, honestly. Because here's the thing. You kind of have to, because you can't guarantee yourself that you're going to get a backup center in the future that is going to be better than Dwight Powell. Are we all in agreement that Bismack is better than Dwight Powell? Let me make a poll. Let's see if y'all agree. Let's see if y'all agree with that. Let me see. Give me a second. And if y'all don't mind dropping a like on the video, man, that'd be cool. Is Bismack better than Dwight Powell? I'm gonna just put a poll up there. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Let me check my parlays real quick. Like, am I winning? Or am I just going to lose all this money tonight? You know, because the whole point of doing parlays is to get some dubs, right? It's all about getting money, getting dubs. I had a specific parlay today with, like, some weird props to hit. All right. It ain't looking too bad. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. We got a dub. You can't see the green, but that one hit. All right, cool. We got a hit. We got a dub already. All right, back to the comments, man. Let me see what y'all are voting on the Bismack Biombo one. 4 votes in. All of y'all saying yes so far. All right. Where we at? What's up, Mike Jones? Who? Mike Jones. He said, "Kid is a terrible coach. He needs to go ASAP." I don't know how to put it, bro. I've been one to, like, honestly, I can speak for myself, right? But I can speak for how I think I'm coming from a legit perspective with Jason Kidd. I've been holding out as long as possible, holding out hope for him the longest. And right now, this is the most apprehensive I felt about Jason Kidd. I don't care what happens to him anymore. I used to have, like, this like soft spot for him, because he favors my brother, right? My older brother. He bald-headed dude, glasses. Favors him. I'm like, you're Jason Kidd, bro. And I'm like, I don't want to see my brother get fired from the Mavs, right? It's a stupid connection, right? But seeing these decisions, and then the way he got questioned in the presser yesterday, 2 questions. Do you think the rebounds were an advantage? And what happened to the energy? What the hell was that? What was that? What kind of layup questions were that, bro? Piss me off, man. The journalism has to improve. 100%. If the Mavs offense and the Mavs defense and all this Mavs stuff, the coaches, players, they all got to improve. So does the journalism. Gina Kim says, I felt like Biombo is a dog too, so I'll accept him. Holmes will be gone too, so he'll be good enough for now. I want a backup that could be a solid backup, but also be able to start as Lively is out. I like that. That would be nice. Holmes need to play some playing time. That's the other thing. Like, if this organization was smarter, wouldn't you play a player more to increase their trade value to get a deal done, right? Instead, they're not playing Mr. Rashawn Holmes. Let me play a different beat. They're not playing Rashawn Holmes. And they want to get a trade to get him off of the team. Like, bro, play him. That one dunk that he got on Kessler. What? I had never seen Dwight Powell do that. Like, play him, bro. Increase his value so you could get something in return. I feel like a smart team would have done that. And we're not doing that. Pisses me off. Dwight Powell is trash, bro. You said it. You know? I agree. George, what's up, George? Let me get my horn for you, bro. Hey, yo. He says, can we get DFS back and add a backup center? I'm done with Holmes, Grant, and Hardy. Oh, man, because if you end up going for Siakam, right, it might be Holmes, THJ, and Green and picks. For DFS, I wouldn't mind getting him, but I think the Mavs, you'd have to give up, say, a Grant and Hardy, but I don't think the Mavs are going to give up either of those two for DFS. DFS does have value, but I think the Nets are going to want picks at the end of the day. I think that's what they're going to want. Gina Kim said, saw the Mavs Fan for Life account show footage of Siakam and Omax speaking to each other during the draft combine. I think if we somehow keep Omax and get Siakam, he can help mentor him. Bro, Omax has that. I truly believe in Omax and his potential, and I really don't want to trade Omax. I'm not on that board. Gina Kim says, did you see Maxey is doubtful? Now Mavs Fans for Life is getting excited as if he'd change anything. Now we have to deal with another big being hesitant to score and move slow on defense. Yeah, facts. Mike Jones says, chat sports don't know basketball, bro. They say anything for real. Yeah, I mean, I've got into it with Jeffrey when I was talking about Christian Wood. And his first thing was like, he's been on 8 teams in 8 years. Can we move on from this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that has nothing to do with the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron's been on 4 teams in 10 years. KD's been on 3 teams in 5 years kind of deal. Like, this is a players league where they move around. And Christian Wood wasn't a number 1 draft pick, right? He's had to work up the ranks. And I get it. He's been on multiple teams. But if you have talent, you have talent. You had a big 6'10", could shoot. He could actually play with Luka. They went on a 7-0 run when he was starting, like 7-game winning streak when he was starting. And so I just never understood it. I never understood it. I don't think the Mavericks are in this place of like, how would I put it? I don't know how I'm trying to word it. I think some Mavs fans feel like we're just in this place of like privilege that we're always going to get talent. You don't get talent like that all the time. A stretch four. Who on this team is a stretch 4? Name them. Don't say DJJ. It's not a stretch 4. It's a 3 at the end of being real. Grant Williams, not a stretch 4. I don't know what he is at this point. Kleba? Come on, man. You got Holmes, Grant Williams, and Kleba taking up $35 million on the bench. If you want to add Josh Green, that's $48 million on the bench. $48 million, right? But we can't go get Siakam? Now, if you want to add 16 to that 48, now we're talking, 62, right? Or $64 million with THJ on the bench as well? $64 million on the bench. Not on the starting lineup. That is crazy. That's crazy. But I don't know what I'm talking about, right? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Mike Jones, you crazy, bro. I just saw that comment. Joseph said TGK of all these injuries are related to overusing a limited lineup. You know what, Joseph? I don't know if you were around here last year when I was doing pregame shows, but I had before it happened, I called for Kleber's minutes to be reduced to like 20 minutes or less, because if he gets more minutes, he's more prone to injury. And then the first game of this season, I was talking about this last season. The first game of this season, he was the starting center. Maxi Kleber was a starting center for the Mavericks, bro. And you wonder why he got hurt. My guy, Rel. What's up, my guy? He said, get them likes up. Man, get them likes up, man. If y'all don't mind, it goes a long way. Appreciate it as always. Again, we'll have a Mavs pregame show tomorrow. I will be having Uncle Freezy from Blorange Tears. I hope I said that right. Or Blorange Tears. He'll be on the pregame show tomorrow. We're going to be talking Mavs and Knicks for, ahead of a matchup. With no Luka, it does dampen it, but I feel like the Knicks are going to win regardless, so we'll see. Unless we get a Kyrie masterclass, but we'll see. Gina Kim says, I met some cool Mavs fan for life too. I'm not much of an extrovert and don't have many friends, especially any that are into basketball. So it's nice to listen and be able to chat with you and we talk Mavs. Thank you, Gina Kim. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's what we're here for at the end of the day. As a kid, the Cowboys were always so dominant, and there was only a select few friends that were into the Mavs like as much as I was. And then as I've gotten older, I really don't know many that are into them. And so it is cool to be a part of a community where we all love talking about the Mavs, man. And as much as we could be annoyed, it is still cool at the end of the day. Almighty says, what's good? What's good, Almighty? What's up, man? DV says, what's happening, folks? What's happening, man? What's good? Almighty says, y'all getting whooped tomorrow. You heard? You heard? Yeah, Almighty, I think y'all getting that dub tomorrow. I think so. Jalen Brunson's going to be out for blood. Julius Randle's back home. He's going to be out for blood. And we ain't got no one to stop them. We don't. We really don't. We don't got no one to stop them. Mike Jones says, both are trash to be real, but I would rather have Mac if I had to choose. Got it. Same, man. Same. Y'all are food. Hey, Ray's in the building. What's up, Ray? Almighty says, smoking that Mavs pack. Hey, look, I wouldn't be talking so crazy because y'all might lose tomorrow because it is the Mavericks, right? We play up to our competition and we play down to our competition. Right now, the Knicks, they're on fire, bro. They've won 5 games straight with OG. Hey, Almighty, let me know what you think. I said that the New York Knicks, that they fleeced the Toronto Raptors. I said that OG is beyond better than any potential RJ Barrett has. And quickly, I just think he's just another guard, another good guard, right? He's another good guard, young guard. RJ Barrett, he's been a bust, but he's not no OG. And y'all traded those two in a second-round pick, and y'all got Precious Achua and Flynn. I feel like y'all fleeced the F out of the Raptors. Let me know if you agree. I think y'all did. I think y'all got rid of scrubs that didn't help the Knicks. They help the Raptors more, obviously, because they get more playing time and they get more opportunities. But on the Knicks, they weren't going to help, bro. Let me know what you thought. Richard K says, Mavs 143, Knicks 139. Luka, JB, and the Cuban hug. Sing Kumbaya and tribute vids all around. Yeah. Almighty, I'm going to need you to chill, all right? We don't need to be disrespectful like that. Gina Kim says, well, I saw some fans say they don't want to play him so he won't be hurt, but I call cap. You know what I'm saying? Key says, TGK, I want to keep the 5 of Luka, Kai, Green, Omax, Lively, trade them all, grab a couple of backups now, and then make a big trade after we win the chip this year. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I would love to be like the homer in me, would love to say we're winning the chip, but right now it's just, I'm like at a low, bro. I'm at a low. That loss yesterday did something to me. Like, they showed like no heart, except Kyrie did. Luka did, playing through injury. But like physically, bro, we got bullied. And to let Desmond Bane be able to talk crazy like that, like, that's upsetting, bro. Y'all crazy. Keith also said Bismack and then trade THJ second and Holmes for starters backup. Yeah, I think you get Bismack and Pascal. Possibly. I think it's a chance. Mike Jones says Mavs should try and get Kai Jones, Jamaica Green, and Bobo. I'm interested in Kai Jones. I don't know what Jamaica Green has left to offer, and Bobo. Ooh, that's like a project right there, bro. That's a project. Almighty Finesse going off. All right, Almighty. Enough of you. Jenny Kim says, I would love to have Siakam, but now all of a sudden fans don't want him. I don't understand why we are so picky. They would rather keep Maxey and Powell instead of upgrading for someone better. Yeah. Again, and I get what you're coming from. I think you're going off of like the consensus. Like, I feel like we're kind of more like the underground version of Mavs fans. Like, we got a different perspective, and you got the mainstream Mavs fans that are not going to be up for giving up homegrown talent or talent that's here. Like, it don't make sense. Like, bro, if you could tell me you trade Maxey and Powell and you improve, why wouldn't you? I don't get it. Almighty says OG is obviously better than RJ. I wouldn't say we fleeced. It's a win for both teams. You trying to be all political, man. Get out of here. Gina Kim says, I expect Kai to play well, but it's up to the 6 man and Green to step up. Emo, no Luka should give Green some more touches. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Raptors New York trade was an equal trade. It was fair to me. Wish Mavs got OG. Same. I do wish we got OG. I liked how we got Achua in the trade. Yeah, bro. Yeah, y'all fleeced them. Y'all fleeced the Raptors, man. All right, man. I guess I'll save the one topic for tomorrow. I know I kind of went off on my little tangent with Rashawn Holmes and all this other stuff. But, again, I just want the Mavs fans to have better dialogue, better communication. it's not gonna happen. But for me, I just needed to get it off my chest so I can move on from it, because Twitter does not satisfy that itch to talk about the Mavs, right? But yeah, man. I did not plan to go this long tonight, but I hope y'all enjoyed hanging out with me. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all just as much. Definitely leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff. Tomorrow, again, I'll be doing a pregame show with Uncle Freezy. Salute to him. But also, on the poll we have, is Bismack Biyombo better than Dwight Powell? 77% of y'all are saying yes. 77% of y'all are saying yes. Let me read the last couple of comments here. Jenny Kim says, I just want a backup center. I can't keep watching them get bullied on the boards and in the paint, but having a solid starting five should be enough for now. Yeah, with Lively coming back, Lively has to get them ankles right, man. Like, you gotta strengthen them up. He's giving me Curry vibes, so I hope he's all right, man. I hope he's all right. Almighty says, I wanted to keep IQ. You good, bro? You have Jalen Brunson. Man. Noah says, I've said this for years. Give CNN Edan too. Huh? What, Noah? Fire stream, bro. Appreciate it, Mike Jones. Check out the pregame show tomorrow, man. My energy will be up, but my pessimism will be up as well. Who Bully says, I sent pics of the giveaway. All right, let me go see. Let's see some pics. Hold up. We them boys. Let's see. Oh, you got a Slovenia shirt and a Mavs one. Oh, that's dope. Is there a way I can scroll through each one of them? Oh no. All right, let me show you right quick. Let me show the folks. If y'all weren't here for it, we did a Mavs mystery bag giveaway, and this is what Hoop Bully got. He got a Slovenia 77 long sleeve right here, and then got a Dallas load. Oh, it's not loading. All right. That's fun, right? Don't load. There it goes. Oh, a Dirk shirt. That's dope. Anything else that came with it? Just those two shirts? Dang. I feel like there should have been more in there. What you think, bro? Let me know. I'll email the Mavs that they didn't send you enough. Jenny Kim says, I'm probably going to watch my last Mavs game for a while after the next one, depending on if we win or lose. If we win, then I'll keep watching until we lose another game. Yeah, I think the up and down nature of this team, where you beat an opponent like the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Warriors, or whoever else, and then you lose to an opponent that is extremely inferior, that is infuriating beyond belief, man. I hate it. Who Bully says the Slovenia warm-up actually pretty chill. That's what's up. All right, man. Again, it's your boy TGK. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for the last hour, man. I'm about to go get some grub. Tomorrow we'll be doing a pregame show again. We got the New York Knicks. No Luka, but Maxi Kleber might be coming back for whatever that is worth. Anyway, man, it's been your boy TGK, and I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. We is out. Let me hit my cue out.